Welcome back for another video. The climb continues, 90 points all out, a really good game week 10 with literally only 2 blanks across the whole team, Semenyo and Enzo. A rare clean sweep at the back as well with Raya, Gabriel, Anderson and Munoz, who had transferred in, all keeping clean sheets. Bruno with the assist, and Dye scoring Everton's only goal and himself some bonus against Sunderland. Gyökeres goal. Mateta also joined the team and of course he scored as well, plus the Haaland brace as captain. Heading in the right direction for sure. Like 5 weeks ago I was 5.3 million and now about 311k after that 90-point game week. This next game week feels a bit like a sliding doors moment potentially, because Gyökeres is injured and I need to commit to a formation long term in terms of who I replace him with. Either I go 3-4-3 or 3-5-2. Obviously formations can be changed, but in theory it's long term because I don't want to spend 2 transfers changing formation again if I can help it, if that makes sense. So when should we use the free hit and triple captain? I was having a really good look at this last night, and for me triple captain is going to go on Haaland in either game week 13, 15 or 18. The fixtures there are Leeds home, Sunderland home and West Ham home. I'm going to play it by ear when it feels right basically. We did see West Ham bounce back with that win over Newcastle last game week, so they might be closing the gap over those other 2 candidates. A free hit feels a little bit wide open as well. Game week 13 at the moment I like the most. In game week 13, City have got that Leeds home game, so I could free hit a couple of extra City players in. Liverpool have got West Ham away, so same story there. I've got no Liverpool at the moment. Brentford have got Burnley home. Arsenal have got Chelsea as well, so it could be a week to drop Arsenal attackers and maybe go down to just one Arsenal defender. The plan is to stay flexible though, because right now there's no definitive best week in my eyes, so basically I'll just assess it week by week ahead of each deadline. If you'd like to continue to follow my team throughout this season, make sure you're subscribing. So let's take a quick look at how you got on first. Fpl Gw11 says 100 points exactly, first time hitting the century this season for him. They used the triple captain to really good effect on Haaland as well. I'd be really happy with 39 points from the triple captaincy. What's the minimum score that you'd be happy with from a triple captain? I think 10 plus points I'd take, so 30 from triple captain. Daniel triple captain as well, and he says triple captain disaster, but still decent. He went with Timber instead basically. We saw quite a few Gabriel captaincies as well. Fair play if he went for it, like it was a brave call to go against Haaland, and obviously he did do great with the 12 pointer, but in the end Haaland still managed to beat that with 13 points. At least Timber didn't blank Daniel. Bart says tried to be different with the captaincy and it backfired. He captained Mbumo, who of course blanked, and more blanks from Donnarumma, Mukiele, Tarkowski, Sharda, Semenyo, Voltemada. 54 points all out, Red Arrow. It's not a bad team at all either, just one of those weeks. Last one then. Top says, look at that midfield. The midfield alone scored 39 points. Everyone returned in the entire team here actually, except for Thiago. 110 points. That is a season-defining game week. Nice work. By the way, some of you usually ask, where can you submit your team to go in these videos? Basically, I post on Twitter every Tuesday, the day before I do these videos. That's where you can send them in. Anyway, let's run through the team for Game Week 11 then. Obviously, Gyökeres has got this injury, so I'm going to be selling him. And I'm actually potentially looking to spend 3 free transfers to shake the team up a bit this week. Raya just became the fastest keeper to reach 50 clean sheets in Arsenal's entire history. He's done it in 110 games in all competitions. The previous record was set by Jimmy Ashcroft in 1903, which is pretty wild that such a long-standing record was just beaten by Raya. I remember Jimmy Ashcroft being essential in FPL in that 1903-04 season. The defence is unchanged. It's Munoz, Gabriel and Anderson. Arsenal topped the clean sheet odds again this week, 52% chance given against Sunderland. Chelsea second, 46%, West Ham and Everton 34%. Palace a bit further down on 25%, but of course with Munoz it's the possible goal involvements as well. The only thing about that Munoz transfer last week is my defence will potentially look a little bit light in some future game weeks, having sold Senesi, and basically I've got 2 4-mil defenders on the bench. But yeah, Munoz is the sort of player that really can single-handedly save a bad game week though. Like, for example, in a low-scoring game week, if he gets a goal or an assist plus a clean sheet, there's an instant double-digit return. Arsenal went near full strength in the Champions League in terms of available players anyway, and yet another clean sheet away against Sparta Prague. They do have Bayern next as well in the Champions League, so I can see why Arteta went strong, basically to take the pressure off that fixture by getting the result now. In Cappy, Gabriel, Saliba and Timber was the back 4. Timber came off at 73 minutes for White, so he should be fine for next game week. Calafiori got a full rest as well on the bench, didn't even come on. Saka scored a penalty that game, Merino filling in up top for Gyökeres bagged a brace. I wouldn't buy him though. Don't go rushing to buy Merino despite him playing out of position striker. Gyökeres could be back in Gameweek 12. If you play FPL Draft, then he's a fun 1 week pick on that, but that's about it. Anderson is away against Everton. I think a lot of teams have got a difficult decision this week between him and Senesi, but it's Anderson away versus Everton or Rodon away against Forest for me. The clean sheet odds are actually really close here. Anderson's literally 1% ahead, but he is better for Defcon, so I've got him starting. In midfield, it's Ndai, Semenyo, Bruno and Enzo. So Ndai's yellow flagged. What's the latest there? He went off after about 60 minutes against Sunderland. Great, by the way, that he literally made it to just after 60 for the extra appearance point there. But Moyes was asked after the game what happened, and he said, I don't think it's anything serious. I think he picked up a bit of cramp and he was worried about it. So yeah, by the sounds of it, he should be fine. That all said, I actually am considering selling this week, which is a little bit harsh given he has done well all in all. Like, he's such a classy player. I just wish he'd shoot more often. That's the problem with him. In the 10 games this season, he's taken 11 shots, so he's barely averaging a shot a game. That's fewer shots, in fact, than Gravenberch, King and Stack. Enzo vice-captain this week, playing at Stamford Bridge against a Wolves side in real turmoil. This might not be the fixture that they start to rescue their season, so definitely happy to have Enzo, and I'll definitely be keeping him a while longer despite the blanks. It is Burnley as well after the break. Great fixtures coming up. Argentina's fixture schedule looks a lot better as well, or fixture I should say, just the one. They've got a friendly scheduled on the 14th of November currently. Chelsea play 8 days later on the 22nd. Man United have got some of the best fixtures, probably on a better run than anyone in fact, so yeah, Bruno's a set and forget still, not going anywhere. Ahmad and Mbeumo of course both leave for AFCON in Gameweek 16 or maybe 17, so we're going to have to see how that impacts United. They've both been good, especially Mbeumo of course. But I suppose we'll probably see Bruno playing further forward as a 10, so there is that side of the coin. And lastly Semenyo, who's got a difficult game away against Villa. Bournemouth are enjoying their best start to a top flight season in their entire history, and he's been pivotal to that. He did take a knock in the back against Man City and he was struggling with it for a while. I was worried he might actually have to come off. He was able to play on fortunately, but yeah, couldn't get anything out of that game. I think he's got a better chance away at Villa, but again, difficult fixture. Game week 12 after the break is when Bournemouth's fixtures look unbelievable, so I'm more than happy to be patient with Semenyo and keep him long term. So the front three quickly, and then we'll talk about transfer plans. It's Mateta, Haaland and Gyökeres. Palace are sitting on a goldmine fixture run themselves right now. It's Brighton home, Wolves away, Man United home, Burnley away, Fulham away. In terms of those opponents and their expected goals conceded rankings, it's 8th, 10th, 18th, 20th and 12th. No blanks or doubles in the first half of this season now. Palace confirmed to face Arsenal on the 23rd of December in the League Cup. I have to say that Palace's schedule looks absolutely horrendous in December, so I think there's actually a good chance I sell Mateta in Game Week 16. Who remembers when they had the back-to-back double game weeks? I can't remember if it was last season or the season before now, but basically everyone was getting rotated, brought off early. Lots of players didn't make it to 60 when they did start, so that's a potential thing at the back of my head, but it's not too late to buy into Palace's attack either. You still get a solid 5 or so game weeks out of them before you might want to consider selling. Man City are joint second on the projected goals this week with 2.0 against Liverpool. Chelsea are top on 2.3. It's Haaland captain this week. I'm not going to overthink it. There is a case to be made for Enzo, definitely, especially if he is on pens. We don't know for sure, but I think there's still a good chance he takes the next one. And I really like him as well, especially if you're chasing that upside, but when Haaland's hovering near 200% effective ownership, I'd just rather not go against that right now. I'd rather try and make smaller incremental gains elsewhere, which has been working so far. It's been reported that Gyökeres is out injured until after the international break, so he's a sell. He could be back for the North London derby, which would be Game Week 12, so potentially only one league game. However, rolling to play Rodon just doesn't make much sense for me this week, so he's going to be leaving the team. The bench is Dubravka, Rodon, Stack and Mukiele. Now, we've got 3 free transfers here, and I'm certainly not going to make a move before all the European games are played, but let me talk you through where I'm at. So at the start of the video, I said this feels like a bit of a sliding doors moment, because I'm going to commit to a formation long term potentially this week. Now, option 1 is to downgrade Gyökeres to Gw and then run with a 3-5-2 formation. The other moves would be Ndai to Saka and Stack to Minte. Minte's been great this season and he's really found his feet at Brighton now. He started every league game in fact, great differential pick as well, 4.5% ownership, good underlying numbers. Option 2, and currently my preferred option is Gyökeres to Thiago, Ndiaye to Saka, and Stack to Bar. Unfortunately, I can't quite afford King, who would have been perfect instead of Bar, because Bar's never going to play a game. He's just there for 4.3 mil. So he's a dead spot in the team, basically, like Gw would be in the other combination. Although I suppose Gw will get the odd minutes. My gut feeling was that when it's so close between two options, then just lean towards the one that's got the penalty taker, which Thiago is. Brentford and Brighton's fixtures are overall great until the new year, so I think you really can't go wrong with either option. Maybe there's a small chance at some point in the busiest schedule that Minte gets a rest, and maybe for one game Jorginho comes in at right wing, for example, whereas with Brentford maybe not the case of Thiago, possibly slightly more nailed, but again they both could end up playing all games. In terms of fixtures, Brentford have got Burnley home, Leeds home, Wolves away to come, but likewise Brighton have got West Ham, Sunderland and Burnley all home, plus West Ham away as well. So I may even end up buying Minte still for Enzo later if I do go with the Thiago option. But yeah, as it stands, I'm leaning towards those three moves, which would be Thiago coming in for Gyökeres, it would be Saka in for Ndiaye, and it would be Bar in for Stack. The last consideration is to just sell Gyökeres for Thiago, basically keep the other transfers, which would be great for the international break. I would feel less stressed about something going wrong over the break, and that's valid too, and I'm not ruling that one out. The caveat is that if I wanted Saka still in Gameweek 12, then it would involve selling both Enzo and Ndiaye. The option that involves selling Stack this week won't be possible by then because of price changes basically. So it'd probably actually end up being Gameweek 13 when Enzo's got Arsenal that I'd consider that switch to Saka. Saka's actually 4th in the league for XGI since his return from injury, so although the returns have been far and few between, he's actually still putting up the numbers and he is showing promise. And I think, don't get me wrong, he's definitely missing the likes of Ødegaard and other players that are out right now, and I think coming back from the break, Arsenal could look even better in attack once these players start to return. I mean, Saka missed 2 big chances last match. If he converts either of those, I don't feel like Saka would be anywhere near as much of a question mark as he is this week. I do appreciate as well, Rice is on far more points for cheaper than Saka. I just think Saka's got the highest ceiling, there's the penalties, he's still got the corners on the right side. There's a lot to think about here though, and as I say, that's the plan at the moment, those 3 moves involving Thiago and Saka coming in. But as I say, there's no rush either. Let's wait for the European Games to conclude. Thank you very much for watching, see you soon for the next one.